My first encounter with industrial lighting was at a flea market. I saw a light that was designed for a machine, and I was fascinated by it. It was an articulating light that you could move in any direction, and I thought the mechanisms, though primitive looking, because they were cast iron and they had knobs and everything worked perfectly, and still did after 100 years. When Eddie and I would go out into old buildings now, one of our things we used to say was, don't forget to look up. Because we'd be so busy looking around at ground level, we'd forget to look up and check out the lighting in the building. We see these great old lights that in a lot of buildings they left behind and just introduced new lighting and would just leave the old ones hanging but not in use. And we got the opportunity to buy quite a few of them. A lot of explosion-proof lighting, vapor-proof lighting, cargo lights that you could mount on tripods and introduce into people's homes. Were made out of cast aluminum that we would polish, and they just came out fantastic. And then when we got into the machine lights, they were just a great selection and multiple uses. What I liked, and we sold a tremendous amount, we would get the machine lights and make them into pairs, and they were great like bedside lights attached to the walls, and they just looked fantastic. We also made them into desk lamps, floor lamps that could be used anywhere. But not only did they look great, you could use the functionality of them for reading, or if you wanted to light a piece of art, you could actually move the lamp. And it would work as it did in that factory, but you're using it for a different purpose now. So this beautiful lamp is lighting a beautiful piece of art, and they kind of go hand in hand. So you don't know. I wouldn't know what to look at, I'd appreciate the lamp as much as I'd appreciate probably the art. We were trying to introduce people into vintage industrial because they'd never seen it before. We had created a company that had amassed an incredible selection of industrial lighting. We sourced it everywhere. I mean, when we started collecting this first, we were on the road, sometimes, 5-6 days a week, just finding it, buying it, bringing it back here, and not even knowing exactly what we were going to do with it. But I saw in it a beauty that I knew I wanted to have it, and I knew that we could do something with it, and we fulfilled that. We actually have even designed lighting for hotels around New York and different parts of the US, and have been commissioned to design lighting for different projects for some great designers who we love to work with, and they love to work with us because we're great to work with. You bet you should own one of these. It has a great functionality about it. It has a great use for it, but the first thing, it just looks brilliant. I mean, you'd want to have one of these on your wall in the house.